Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're in the state of Florida and you're struggling to get money to pay your bills or to get money to get your car fixed, I'm going to show you some of the easiest places to get a loan, okay? And most of these loans, they almost have, I would say, about an 80 to 90% chance of being approved, even with bad credit and no credit check. All right, so the first lender we're going to be talking about is Rise Credit. Now, here's the thing about it with Rise Credit is that you can actually pre-qualify. That's right. You can actually pre-qualify as it says here. Now, here's the thing about it. When you pre-qualify, if you accept the loan, they may do a hard pull on the credit, but most of the time you will never see a hard pull on your credit. What they do, they actually will look at the third-party credit bureaus, in which I'm going to explain those in a minute, but Rise Credit would definitely be one. Another one you may want to look at is Blue Mountain Loans. Now, with Blue Mountain Loans, although they only offer loans from $100 up to $1,200, the thing about it, again, these type of lenders, they are very flexible working with people. Now, I would tell you, for most of these loans, they want you to be making an income at least from $800 and up. All right, in order to qualify for these loans, but there's no credit check. The credit check that they may do, and it's with the third party bureaus. So, like with Clarity, which is owned by Experian, you got Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion, and Data X, which is owned by Equifax. So sometimes they may look at LexisNexis, okay? But they will not put a hard inquiry on your credit. And what they're looking for when they look at this here to see if you ever borrowed money from them in the past and you didn't pay it back, or you're currently in a bankruptcy. So just keep that in mind, all right? Now, another lender you may want to take a look at, for those of you looking for $20,000 in funding, then you may want to look at OneMain. So with OneMain, their loans go from $1,500 up to $20,000. Okay, and again, it's one of those lenders that you actually can pre-qualify for, so that you don't get the hard inquiry on your credit. Please keep in mind with some of these lenders, because if you have challenging credit, and say that your bank don't want to work with you, your credit union don't want to work with you, then these lenders, of course, they're going to have higher interest rates. And as you can see here, 18% to 35% with OneMain. So that's still not a bad interest rate. Some of these payday loans and stuff are 300+%. So that's not bad. Then, if you're in the state of Florida, you do have a credit union, a community credit union in Florida, all right? And so they offer like a quick cash loan for up to $2,000, all right? But you have to be a member for at least 90 days, right? And then they offer a payday loan from 1,000 up to 2,500 also. So they have two options for you in terms of helping you borrow money to keep the lights on, to get your car fixed, catch up on a few bills. All right, so don't overlook that. A credit union. Another lender we're talking about is River Valley Loans. Now, as you can see here, River Valley Loans, they go up to 3,000. Okay, and because you're in the state of Florida, you do qualify for this here loan as well. And again, like I said, in terms of like with the credit bureaus, it actually even tells you what states they do not operate in. Okay, so you can see that Florida is not on here, so that's a good thing. So you know that you can actually qualify. But again, they usually will look at the third party credit bureaus instead of looking at Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, so you don't have to worry about that hard inquiry. And again, like I said, these here are the type of loans you have a higher guarantee approval. All right, now you do have to have a active checking account. So that's something that's very important that you guys have to keep in mind. You have to have an active checking account. And usually, like I said, for most of these lenders, minimum income 800 and up, okay? Now you have another lender, Uprover. So with Uprover, as you can see here, their loans go from 300 up to 5,000. And like I was explaining to you, like about the credit and stuff, you can actually do a pre-qualify without it hurting your credit. But if you accept it, they may do a hard pull. But again, higher chances of seeing an inquiry on your credit file, you more likely won't see that, okay? So that's the good part about it. And another lender that you have is ILY, okay? And they offer loans, as you can see here, from 200 up to 5,000. It's not about the credit. Again, guys, do not worry about the credit. If you got income coming in, you have an active bank account, uh, your debt to income ratio, like I said, with your banks and credit unions is usually 50-55%. Lenders like this, you can go up to 70-75% in order to get a loan from them. And again, these are low-hanging fruit lenders. The interest rates is going to be higher, but you have a higher chance of approval, okay? Then you also have Funds Joy that goes up to 5,000 as well, from 200 up to 5,000 as well. And again, not looking at the personal credit. So you do not have to worry about the personal credit. All right. Now, you also have Net Credit. So with Net Credit, they offer loans in Florida as well, up to $10,000. This won't affect your credit score. That's so important for a lot of people that have bad credit. They have a job, they may have income, but nobody wants to work with them. In the state of Florida, this is one of those lenders that will work with you to help you get qualified. And also, some of these lenders, you can apply for multiple loans, not with the same lender, but because I'm giving you so many lenders that you may get, say you get 5,000, but you need 10,000, then you may go to another lender and they may give you another 2,500 or 5,000, so to make up for that 10,000. Just keep in mind the interest rates is going to be very high, so just keep an eye out for that, okay? Now another one is Opportune. Opportune operates in Florida as well. As you can see here, their loans go up to $10,000 as well. The good part about Opportune, it is a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institute. So they really work with people that are challenged to get a loan, okay? So that's the reason they're here. All right. Now, another lender that you have is Avant, okay? And so with Avant, as you can see here, their loans go from 2,000 up to 35,000. However, you can do a pre-approval. Now, with Avant, I will tell you that usually they want you to be making at least from $1,200 to $1,500 a month. So you have to make a higher income. Now, they're average credit score is about a 620, but they said that they'll work with you if you have a 580 credit score, okay? And their debt to income ratio is about 70-75%, all right? So that's definitely one option. Fundo offer merchant cash advance loans up to $10,000. And as you can see here, it won't affect your credit to pre-qualify, okay? Now, here's the thing. You can see here they offer loans to freelancers, small business owners, contractors, sellers, and franchises as well. So for those of you that are in the MLM, and you're making money and you can't get a loan from the banks, because MLMs have a high risk. They're very high risk. And because like credit repair, those type of companies and stuff, these are the type of lenders you would go to in order to get qualified for a loan. Now here's the criteria. You need to have your bank account connected to Plaid or Decision Logic, making at least $1,500 a month, and have to be in business for at least 90 days, okay? So they do work with high-risk businesses as well, as long as you can show proof of revenue. The only thing that I would tell you that may hinder you, if you're in the state of California or you're in the state of New York, they don't service those. But any other states, they're willing to work with. All right. So if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.